It's been a pretty sweet variety of streams lately. We've had the pod racing, we've had some Frostpunk, we've had the mod game attempts, and of course we're back with Carthage. It really makes me reflect on how grateful I am that I can have a stream with such a variety of games. I can only imagine how something I love so much would turn into such misery if I was something like an endless Fortnite or Minecraft player with nothing but that. So let's not dwell on that thought. Let's get back to Carthage. What's happening? We have torn Portugal asunder. They are simply on life support right now. Even they're calling it a bit more liberty to desire before. And goodness, they're guaranteed by Castile. Huh, didn't know that. That's a potential. But no, I plan on ripping Castile asunder directly. Our truce is just about up with them. A bunch of their army is trapped inside my country. Well, maybe not trapped. They might be a problem for me if I declare the war. Bunch more of their units are stuck over in Gran Canaria, and I probably have the advantage at the seas because a certain big blue blob went over, got the Aragonese succession for themselves, and now poses a massive threat to Iberia. So I decided to cut my losses, rival my ex-ally Castile, and feel pretty good about it. I'll feel even better when I get all that PP out of them. So, what's to be done? Well, we need to keep a close eye on our aggressive expansion. It's been growing out of control around here. Fortunately for me, Aragon being a subject means they cannot join any kind of coalition, but there are the Italians. Venice and Milan are the strongest of them. Savoy used to be a big player, but they got torn asunder by Milan, so I might need to improve with these guys. Naples is never going to like me, so that's out of the window. I think I'll can my spying on you. And I will... oh, jeez. I'm not sure it's worth trying anything with Milan. But I won't know unless I try. Let's boost relations with Milan and with Venice. We'll have this guy coming back as our wild card guy. The thing about declaring war upon Castile is that they're allied with Florence. Let's, well, for one, let's try and get our units back together. I want them up and over here so we can dance along and take down Castile. He is paying for his forts, it seems. Dang, can't get any jump on him there. Alright, I'm going to bring you over here, since it's a nice catch point, and the Salty Scotsman lives on. Our most recent chaos, for what it's worth, was Boon. So next up's going to be bad, and then chaos, and it's stacking permanent effects on us. Most recently, we have had, well, all we've had are the goods produced minus 15%, and where was the other one? Manpower recovery speed minus 10. Those will stack with everything else that comes for us. Okay, let's move forward here. And Darius is saying, hello chat, good morning or good evening. It's certainly good evening here. And it is a good evening. Oh, hold on here. It seems like he's leaving some of his units and coming back with others. What about these guys? I need to keep something resembling a close eye on them, because their position could really upset the way the war goes for me. Declaring war on them definitely brings in Florence. There's no easy way around that I can see. Iberians can't wait to be rid of them, says Mort the Second. Do you have any moral imperative to be saying that? Let's keep our fleet together just in case they ever need to attack as one. I think Castile does still have a heavy or two somewhere. England rivaling me is no big surprise. I did rival them before. I can't remember why. I think it was just because I was short of rival space. Maybe I wanted someone to like me more, and maybe that someone was France. France do really like me, and it's not unthinkable to get them as an ally. But I won't, because it's against our rule. I have diplomatic reputation +1, but I'm really thinking that I need to keep my aggressive expansion in check. So I can drop it by 4 per year if I just get this guy. There we go. I don't think I needed that dip rep for anything other than integrating Sicily, and that's going to take forever anyway. So with that now, my aggressive expansion should fall by about 4 per year, which is a whole lot better than it was doing before. The thought about Florence, right? Florence is currently at war with the Ottomans. Best case scenario is the Ottomans just comes and ravages Florence for me, but I can't rely on that. The Ottomans are heavily in debt and fighting some fairly concise Italian units here, and that doesn't often go well for them. So I think in preparation for it, knowing that they don't hate me anyway, I'll just tell Sicily that they're no longer on scutage. They got debt that I'm certainly not paying off for them. Disable Scootage, they won't be happy with that, but I'm so much more powerful than them that they don't really care so much. And then they may go and fight Florence for me. That's if they get access from Naples, don't know if they will. Naples hates me and Florence, so I don't know if we'll be able to get access, either of us. In any case, I'll have them available, just in case. Castile's walking back now. I don't want Castile back in his heartland. I want to fight him here if I can. So let's do what we can on that front. Tax doesn't quite scale up as well as Jake grabs more land, especially considering his government capacity. Not sure what you're getting at there, but when it comes to tax, it's our biggest earner right now. Trade is not far behind, and as I get more Sevilla, I should get more of it. But on the other hand, if my goods produced keep getting attacked by the chaos, then... Oh, jinx, that makes it sound a bit Warhammery, doesn't it? Then both trade and production will die, which wouldn't be good. We're discussing how best to bring you down, says Andarius. Well, chat needs to work together if they want to bring me down, because Carthage is going quite strong here. Okay, there's Castile's 3-stack. Well, the truce is up with Castile. His units are still stuck there. Doesn't look like he's doing a lot of transporting. And Naples are getting ravaged by their Neapolitan Republican rebels, which greatly amuses me, I can't lie. I think I want to declare war just before Castile starts thinking about crossing back here. Then I should have him stuck in Fez's zone of control with no way out. That's my devilish plan. Salty Scotsman can keep them from crossing the strait. Yes. A brilliant plan. I will probably lose Tenerife, but that's okay. I've never been there, so I can't think or care about it. Cannons are up front first. I don't like that. It's alright though, if he just gets to Ceuta, then should be a-okay. Internal conflicts for Litouwen. Man, local noble. Well, actually, you'd expect a lot worse from local noble by now. And good lord, Novgorod is flying high here. Lucky buggers. Right, time is of the essence here. I gotta stop these guys from crossing over. Where's that Castilian 3-stack? It was right here. I swear it was moving along. Did they dismiss it? I guess they did. They were hurting for money after all. They got 39,000 units. There's 20 and there's 17. So that's tremendously good news for me as long as I prevent these guys going back to Castile. We just had the election, so the next one will be for another 3.5 years or so. Alright, he's getting close to being right proper scunnert by me. How about I go over to Tangiers and properly screw you over, my friend? Well, let's have you out there. Right, he wants to get back, and there's no way that I'm going to let him get back there. So, to hell with Florence, who still have 20,000 troops. And they're there, and they're marching back. That isn't good news for me. I will put Rome on defensive edict if it looks like they're going to come along and be a threat to me. Sodio, let's take you down. I want Sevilla. It's too good a province to pass up. I need to think about how I'm going to carve up Castile, but it all boils down to how the aggressive expansion looks across Europe for me. There's no way I'm making you co-belligerent. I'm not even looking to get anything out of you right now. My main thing right now is just to keep those Castilians here with me. He doesn't control both sides, so he can't make his way along. And this should give me a bit of time to get my units together here. He should be stuck there, courtesy of Fez, though. Now, Naples. You won't give me military access. You probably won't give access to Florence, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, Sicily can come and help me out. That's why I kept them in here, after all. Now, I'm thinking we go around to Tangiers to spook you, and then make our way up to Castile. If I can just keep you there, then it's all the better. I don't actually want to kill you. How is he for transports? Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of transports. Actually, it's a problem for me if he gets those guys over there, so maybe I should seek and destroy them. Can't be too foolhardy with my units here, though. Perhaps you should go over and deal with that and then come on back, because I don't want those guys ever returning back here. I want them stuck in those islands. Brazil, ever one to laugh at my misfortune, have decided to join the Fray Bentos. Dang. Okay, well, as long as you're stuck there and not getting on those transports, it's okay. Oh, that's nice. Florence is fighting, but they're only fighting a miniature stack. I need the Ottomans to really put that 6 shock into action and bring him down. Okay, he's moved along away from Ceuta, which I suppose is good news for me. Can I get over to here? Yes, I can, so I want to get over to Ceuta now. Don't want to go through them, though. Just get to Ceuta first. Maul their fleet. Oh, we did. Ha! And... No, we didn't maul their transports. Their transports are still there. And I'd like them completely mauled if at all possible. As for you folks, though, now we know that Doc Spengler's good at his job of mashing down fortifications. He's got 2 siege. If I send those cannons with him over to Malaga, he might just bring it down. You think you've got what it takes, Doc? That leaves me a little low on leadership around here. But we'll see how this goes first. I'd love to have the Castilians stuck on Fez for a long while whilst I ravage their land. Alright, well, they got Tenerife, go figure, and I don't get to fight you. Also go figure. It's a shame, I don't want them getting away. Oh, snap. Didn't count on that now, did I? And they're locked in as well. So unless I can burn them out of there... Oh, I can't. They're still going to go and ravage my units there. That's a shame. Didn't keep my eye on the prize there, but at least I've stuck him into Fez, so as long as I don't get... as long as I don't get destroyed completely here, it's no big bad for me. I mean, I got mountains on my side, but that might not be enough. Where are you going? Coast of Morocco. Try and take him down. Oh, these guys are ravaged. Well, amazingly. Where are you even running to? Where are they going? What's happening? I don't know, but I know that I don't like it. There we go. They got stack wiped some way, somehow. That was kind of weird. Still, those were units I did not want to lose, and I lost them. Mostly due to negligence. I would even say entirely due to negligence. I hope Castile doesn't feel strong enough to come and fight my 23 stack. It's fine if he just sits there and burns himself away, but I need to resurrect those units. Resurrect. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Look who's on their way. It's all of those units. I don't even want to kill them. I want them stuck there. And I am getting too cocky here. Okay. Send them back to port. Please, just don't send them back to the mainland. That's where I don't want them. Alright, what's the story with you, Florence? You still have your 20,000. Hopefully they're not returning here. If I can take this fort, I should have a way into Iberia. All the way up to Toledo. In fact, beyond that. And as long as his units are stuck in my country, they have to get through Fez to come over here. Careful, don't kill them all now. That's right, send them back. Send them packing. Maybe just leave them there. And get you guys back here. Or maybe it's better that you're all here like that. Prevent them from moving an inch. Because I have what I need to blockade this. That's only 1 heavy that we will surely maul with 10 galleys. It's a shame that he's sieging up Portugal for... but you know, Portugal was born to be sieged down. Military reforms here. That I like a lot. Morale of armies plus 20% for 10 years. That will allow me to get the Spanish square long before most others. Then again, Diplo power will allow me to get through my espionage ideas, and everybody likes espionage. And that also gives me the military professional. No, it's a done deal. Reform that army for me, please. And that should stop them getting cocky about fighting my units there as well. And good, the 17k are still stuck there with no way to go. I just need to burn down this fort, and then I can take care of Spain proper. Jackson says, good evening, Jake. Good evening indeed. Any evening is a good evening to destroy the Spaniards. This is no exception. I'm so glad you guys are stuck there. I wonder if transports would be useful. Up here, that is. We'll keep the spread as it is. In fact, given where we are, it would be prudent to build up more galleys. The only thing that makes me think otherwise is how close are we to war galleys? Not close enough. Let's get some actual galleys, please. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll bring us up to 32 of them, which is fine by me. Alright, goody goody. Bring those guys together. I don't mind these guys being stuck there. If they have to deal with the mountains of Fez, then so be it. It's not a pleasant place to be. They are, however, building units back home. Not a lot of them, but I need that fort taken care of. They're looting the Portuguese countryside, and I can't blame them. I want to as well, frankly. And there's my good subject coming in to do what? I don't know. There's Florence fighting merrily against the Ottomans, and I don't think they're going to win, because the Ottomans are about to be reinforced with even more of them. They don't have that amazing 6-shot guy, though. He's there. Basically, they're converging on Florence, which might be good or bad. I wonder if I could do Florence in by hiring a few units to siege him down here. No, it definitely wouldn't be enough. I'm certain of that, although I may want to go over and siege, blockade him down. But that comes later. Provincial unrest is no big deal. It's only Carthaginian particularists, and they're barely going to rise up. Only in Tenerife, which is not a consideration. I'm a bit behind. Who are your good allies currently, says Avalius. We have the Ottomans, Austria, and Savoy. The Ottomans are drowning in debt. They would never defend us, which is a bit of a pain. Well, it's more than a bit of a pain. It's a colossal pain. But it also means they won't defend their allies, so I can still attack Ottoman allies with relative impunities. New draperies for those cursed Florentines. Alright, there goes Jared. Help us out with the mainland. Castilian pretenders are also ravaging the country. That's music to my ears. This music is also music to my ears. It is good stuff. Florence got really hammered. They're down to 13k units. I hope I don't regret not jumping on them right now. But it's not like I could take out their fortified capital anytime soon. I'll have to ravage Castile first. And I am hell-bent on ravaging Castile, I tell you that. Okay. But as long as I have their units isolated over there, it should all be good. I'm going to cross over. They're going to siege down Fez, but they're going to take forever at it. And it should be okay. Jake, maybe Mercs to take care of Florence, not worth the expense. I'm not going to spend money to take care of Italian scumbags. I'm pretty confident in how this will go. Well, I don't know. There's been enough hubris backfiring so far. Maybe I should call Canny on that. Here come the Florentines. They're going to march on Rome. Rome is going to be defensive and hold out for as long as possible. It's a coastal fort. Should be okay. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully he sees the threat of the Ottomans and decides not to go on the attack with me. We'll see though, I can't control what he does. I would, however, love this fort to go down so I can spread out. Oh, Admiral Salty Scotsman is gone. That's not a huge loss. It would be a much bigger loss if we lost Doc Spengler. But he's hanging on in there. They're trying to siege down Rome with 1k. Come on now, this isn't EU3. That's not going to help you. And yes, our ideas are humanism and espionage. Not my favourite idea groups, I'll tell you that much for free. Ottomans want military access. I see no reason not to accept that. I do want them to like me. We are allied after all. I have a free diplomat that I'm not using, but I always like to keep a wildcard diplomat, and jings, this is taking forever. Come on, Malaga, time to go down. Again, I'm not attacking the Castilians, because if I destroy them here, they're just going to rebuild them back home, and I'd rather just not have to fight them. Let's get inflation reduction, because we do have inflation carried over from all the gold minting that we did before somebody burned down our gold mines and decided to plant some grain on its corpse. That was not the nicest of chaos that we had, but also not the worst. Another disease outbreak. Go figure, we set foot in Spain and we're just greeted by the disease known as Spaniards. Getting a bit occupied there, Ottomans, but as long as you keep Florence busy, Florence, who have now built up to an even bigger army than they had before. Alright, I've improved my relations as well as they go with Venice. I should consider who else I want to have on my good side. I have not been very friendly with Savoy for a long time. Who else is at risk of joining the coalition against me? Well, this is the best way to check it, but I'm not seeing anything that jumps out at me. Maybe the Swiss. I've done all I can with the French. We'll have to make do with that, I think. Well, fortunately they can't siege down Lisboa. They're too short-staffed. There we go, Malaga's down. That's forcing that heavy out to fight us here. They don't have the salty Scotsman to back them up, but they shouldn't need to have him. Regardless, it might be prudent to send my transports back over there. Hopefully they don't think their 1 light and 10 transports can take us down here. But they might try something, which is risky. Regardless, get back there. Now, Toledo's being taken over by pretenders. Those pretenders are making really good work of them. They've managed to do 5 progress so far. It's probably worth me just going for that. They're stuck on Lisboa, fine by me. So here's my brilliant plan. I'm going to split up and do 1 bit of occupation in as many places as I can. Whilst keeping my eye on Toledo. Then we're going to converge and take over Toledo from the particularists so that we can get it almost for free. Almost. Are you hoping to repeat your way of managing coalitions between Iberia and France as you did in Granada? There's a vital difference, and that's my holdings in Italy. In Granada, I didn't have any holdings here. I just had North Africa and Iberia, and some islands that people couldn't touch because I had strong naval advantage. We also had really good ideas because we were Granada. We don't have really good ideas here. The Black Winds in chat put together these ideas, and they're pretty bad for fighting. In fact, we get mercenary discipline, and I've not been using mercs, so that's not helping me out much. Bang goes their heavy. I know they have another. Hell, they have another 2. One of them's Florentine. But we're okay for now. But only for now. Ryazan is going to attack Lithuania? What are you on, Ryazan? You're probably on the subsidy of being allied with Muscovy, but there's not been a lot going on in Russia. For reasons I can't quite fathom. Oh, you guys weren't able to cross? Did somebody block your way or something? There. Take over as much as you can. Hello, Sicily! Bringing them into this war is already paying dividends. And look at that! My good friend the Otto Scum has arrived. Maybe, just maybe, I can take something resembling advantage of this situation. We'll grab a few units and move them over to Florence and see what happens. If I had more of a navy, I'd like to go over and kick their navy's arse. But I need to keep these troops where they are, and I need to protect this crossing. That's more important than absolutely styling on Italians, even though God knows that I want to. This 5 stacks moving now, hopefully not in a way that I don't want them to. Toledo hopefully doesn't fall in the next month or two, otherwise that's going to backfire on me pretty badly. They're retreating. These guys are going to work on Fez, which is cute. They do have some cannons and 2 siege, but I can throw down defensiveness on Fez and laugh at them as they attempt to siege it down. I don't have fort defense, guys, sadly. That would be even more amazing. Oof, that could be taking a while. There we go. Now it's a hefty month and a half between siege ticks. So let's just hope they don't roll too good. Toledo's actually going down dangerously fast. Let's get our units over there to beat up their pretenders and take Toledo for ourselves. That should cut out like half a year out of the entire war. It also opens up all of central Iberia for me. And I like that. So let's get up there ready to strike those pretenders. Everything that's done, get over there. Nice. Oh, it feels so good to slaughter Spaniards. I should really talk to a professional about this. Meanwhile, look at what we got here. I can't get over there, but I can get here and here. Can't get there, though. Oh well. Just put a bit of pressure on the guy, see what happens. See if he cracks under pressure like a certain boxer. Okay, I can't really risk giving these guys another siege tick, so as soon as we have more than enough to attack them with flanking, we'll go for it. The war is going well, we've got the war goal. He has managed to do knout on Fez. Yeah, that's good. It's more than good, it's not half bad. 20 odd days until that siege tick comes along. And we do have Doc Spengler, who's got 4 shock against their 2. And there's a river in the way, but we have 2 maneuver, they have knout. So, in short, we should have this. I'd like to have my cavalry there, though. Cavalry is good. 19 days left, though. I gotta get there within that time, but we have time. Time is on our side for once. It's not often time's on my side in one of these campaigns, but hop to it. 22nd, 22nd is only 9 days. Alright, hold off a bit. We'll bring in everybody that we can. There we go. Then we get in there on the 28th, which is 9 days, and then 3 days, and we should take it. I'm fairly confident that'll work in our advantage. Whew. My favourite is when Jake goes for the CB. Goes best CB for that slight advantage. How often do I best CB for a slight advantage? Alright, Florence, how are you feeling? Oh, not good is the answer. I can kick Florence out of this war momentarily. That's amazing. And undeserved. Cost of reducing war exhaustion is down. One of the worst modifiers in the game that I can think of. There we go. That's just totally undeserved. I don't have 10 war scores, so I can't demand anything, but not having to worry about Florence attacking me is too good. The only counter question is it good for me to kick Florence out for something bigger and better? And the answer is no. I won't have the leeway of aggressive expansion to do much more inside Italy, so we're just gonna kick you out, feel pretty good about having these guys, and feel very good about having my subject help me out here. I can't believe Sicily's actually sailed on over and been useful. I've never seen a useful Italian before, except for a good man known as Duplo. So there we go. We'd siege down Toledo in 1 siege tick because we let rebels do the work for us. Such is what you'd expect out of a master who uses espionage. Numbers are looking a bit nyeh there. I think I'll just consolidate my regiments for now. Fez doesn't seem to be under any immediate threat. I think I'll send 6 of you with 5 of you, complete with the doctor. And then you folks, there's not a huge rush on this, but move safely at least. There. He does have a few units up there, I know that much. It's early days, but it's time to start thinking about what to do to Castile. I want this so that I can get their trade points here. The more trade that I can squeeze out of Seville, the more money for me. So these two will be a big hit on that. I want to be in a position to get La Mancha sooner or later. I think what I would like is to take probably Caceres so that I can spit out the Great Leon, because that's a lot of development to do a reconquest for, and I need to do reconquest or else it's going to kill my aggressive expansion, and not in a good way. I might even do the same for Galicia. I won't do the same for Granada, though all this is fairly high development. I might do it if I kick Gibraltar away from Portugal, though. Here's a question. If I